Russia has recently used one of its 6 strategic weapons, the Kinzhal hypersonic missile, to hit targets in Ukraine. The air defense of both Russia and Ukraine has been so strong that the fighter jets and normal ballistic missiles seem to have been rendered useless. Experts believe the impact of the Russian Kinzhal hypersonic missile on Ukrainian targets made Finland to retract its promise of F-18 Hornet delivery to Ukraine against Russia. Success of Kinzhal in military operation could be huge, but quantity of Kinzhal in Russian inventory could be limiting. So without further ado, let's dive into the main content. The Kh-47M2 Kinzhal, which literally means dagger, with NATO reporting name Killjoy, is a Russian nuclear-capable hypersonic air-launched ballistic missile. The Kinzhal missile entered service in December 2017 and was one of the 6 new Russian strategic weapons, which you may call Brahmastra, unveiled by Russian President Vladimir Putin on 1st March 2018. Kinzhal is claimed to have a range of 3,000 kilometers, that is 1,900 miles, and Mach 12 speed, that means it can travel 4 kilometers in just 1 second. It can carry either conventional or nuclear warheads and can be launched by Tu-22M3 bombers or MiG-31K interceptors. Kinzhal batteries have been deployed at air bases in Russia's Southern Military District and Western Military District. Ukraine's missile defenses, even high-tech ones donated by NATO, are apparently unable to counter the Mach 10 missiles. Russia escalated its use of hypersonic weapons on March 9, striking targets in Ukraine with up to 6 of its ultra-fast Kinzhal missiles. The missiles were likely used because air defenses supplied by NATO cannot engage them due to their sheer speed and re-entry profile. The missiles were part of an attack by 81 missiles and drones, the largest in weeks. In the ongoing war, you may have noticed that both Russia and Ukraine suffered fighter jet losses. Only low-flying drones and helicopters are successful. The attack, conducted in the late night and early morning hours on March 9th, was preceded by activity on Russia's strategic aviation communications. Russia reportedly has used 15 Tupolev Tu-95MS Bear and an unknown Tu-22M3 backfire strategic bombers. The Tu-95MS can only carry long-range cruise missiles such as the Kh-55, which is roughly comparable to the American Tomahawk land attack cruise missile, while Tu-22M3 can deliver both cruise missiles and bombs. The attack also included Chinese-made Iranian drones Shahed-136. The 6 hypersonic cruise missiles used by Russia were the Kh-M2 Kinzhal. The Kinzhal is a ground-launched ballistic missile adapted to launch from a MiG-31 Foxhound interceptor. The MiG-31 launches the Kinzhal from high altitude and then follows a ballistic trajectory towards its target. The MiG-31 launches Kinzhal from a high altitude and then follows a ballistic trajectory towards its target. Russian President Vladimir Putin claims it reaches a speed of Mach 10 or 7,672 miles an hour, or to say 12,346 kilometers an hour. As of 2018, according to Russian state media, there were 10 MiG-31s modified to launch Kinzhals. Ukrainian commanders reportedly say their defense systems cannot intercept the Kinzhals. That includes recently provided NATO systems such as Patriot and NASAM. The Kinzhal flies high after launch that descends quickly and sharply onto the target. This is an unusual flight pattern for an aircraft or aerial weapon, and the speed of the flight profile may make it difficult for air defense systems to intercept. Kinzhal can also reportedly maneuver at high speeds, a technique designed to further hinder interception. The attack was launched from multiple directions against Ukraine. According to reports published in U.S. media, the missiles reportedly came from Russia's Kursk region as well as Caspian, Azov, and Black Seas. The missiles from the Kursk region were likely hypersonic and cruise missiles, while those from the Caspian Sea were probably fired from Russian surface ships in their Caspian flotilla. Those from the Black Sea were likely fired from Russia's improved Kylo 636.3 diesel-electric attack submarines. Russia also used a variety of weapons that travel at a variety of speeds. Shahed-137 kamikaze drones purchased from Iran clatter along at low altitudes at about 115 miles an hour. U.S. State Department recently sanctioned 5 Chinese companies and 1 individual for support to Iranian Shahed-136 to Russia in its war against Ukraine. Air and submarine-launched cruise missiles also fly at low altitudes, but considerably faster at about 550 miles an hour. Kinzhal hypersonic weapons, however, are launched at 59,000 feet according to media reports. Thanks for watching National Defense. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram.